making headlines this morning. Jar wars. This is after the Princess of Wales offered her jam recipe for free yesterday. Do keep up. Just days after Meghan launched her new lifestyle brand. Well, with me now is broadcaster Sonali Shah, along with the Mirror's associate editor, Russell Myers. Russell, what's going on? What's happening? What's clearly
That's
hugely important?
A pretty open-ended question for this subject, I think. I mean,
he's now a jam correspondent.
Yes, indeed. From the sublime to the ridiculous in this job often. But yes, jam wars, jar wars, whatever you want to call it. Apparently, the duchesses and the princesses are at war over preserves. So, what is it? We all know, of course, American Riviera Orchard, Meghan Markle's ill-fated...
Yes. I could never remember the title
Well,
of that.
it's a bit awkward, isn't it?
What, 3 words?
It is exactly like
was,
that. Yeah, so we had that, and that turned into As Ever. People have been having a bit of fun with that, as if, for poor Meghan. But the Princess of Wales was with Prince William yesterday in Pontypridd in Wales and visiting locals who've had a pretty tough time the last few months with some devastating floods there at the end of last year. But she was mixing with some local school kids, and they were talking about how they'd come together and done some cooking lessons. And she said, I'm going to send you my recipe for plum jam. And of course, everybody has lost their minds over this because the duchesses and the princesses must be at war over things like this. But I mean, I've gone into the vaults of this sort of stuff because of the, so the journalist that I am, and wanted to bring you the facts. And apparently, Kate has been making jam since about 2012, I'll have you know. So,
really?
You know, who did it
these
first?
Are the things
I don't want to draw divisions.
No, but
this is where we are.
But still,
you don't have a jam recipe unless you've been doing it for a while, because otherwise you're just picking a
Unless
jar
you have a lot of time
shelf.
on your hands. I think.
Well, exactly. What do we think about this? Is it silly? It is silly, isn't it?
As soon as I saw the jam comment, and actually she was talking to some kids who were growing plums, so I thought that was a lovely thing to say.
Yeah,
we all
sweet.
kind of want her jam recipe now.
Yes.
I think what we saw yesterday from Kate, Catherine and William was what we want to see. You know, we saw excitement from everyone in Pontypridd. I think that kind of royal visit can really lift an area that's gone through something. I thought they were quite close and they were holding hands coming out of the station.
Was, actually.
Maybe they're showing a bit more vulnerability, which is quite nice. So there's a bit of a rawness, a bit of a maybe vulnerability between them, maybe after everything they've gone through.
Of course.
I think it was nice to see them out and about.
Yeah, we spoke about this recently about, I thought that they would do joint engagements. You know, Kate is coming back to duties. It's a bit of a baby steps model for her after her cancer treatment. It was that's nice that she went out with William yesterday. And you're right, there is this sort of closeness. And she said that herself recently, things have changed. You know, she's been through a life-changing experience.
Absolutely.
And things have changed both at home and abroad.
Look at the people there.
Lots of people out making Welsh cakes. Talking about Mary Berry being his inspiration.
They had a bit of a competition. That was really nice.
But talking about competition, do you not think, surely it has to stop quite soon, that every time either Meghan does something or Catherine does something, it's like there's always, people want to see a clash, even when there isn't one.
Listen, when I first started this job, I was very surprised at sort of how tribal it was between Harry and Meghan and William and Kate.
Yeah, it's
I
like
think
pick
that
a
has
side,
died down now.
Hope so.
And what a lot of people don't like is the sort of pitting women against each other.
You don't need to do that anymore. They can both have their jam. And actually, what's interesting is we're waiting for Meghan's jam, and in the meantime, this has just happened, which is what we were talking about last week. You can just go out there and put it out there, and not have to sort of pre-launch anything.
Well, there's been a lot of comparisons
exactly.
about Pamela Anderson's new venture as well, because she's got a new show called With Love. Everybody's in love.
And you know
maybe
what?
We need more love.
When you look at it, it does look very similar to what Meghan is trying to do. But then don't they all?
Does anyone have an original idea anymore?
Not when it comes to that sort of...
But do you think we're quite British about it? So in a way that the American style of doing things, it feels a little bit not our culture. We're a little bit more sceptical, aren't we?
Very nicey-nicey.
Hi there, thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. We upload new videos every single day. So click here if you're interested in this video, or head to the homepage for more amazing content.